Hello guys, now in today's video I want us to talk about something very important if we are to be successful in farming. Now I'm basically going to talk about financial management when you are doing poultry farming, especially for small beginners. If you are a small beginner and you have just begun the farm, or you are yet to begin but you want to begin small, you want to bring 200 birds, 100 birds, 300 birds, you want to start a poultry farm. This video is going to help you on how you can manage your finances properly and then you get profit out of them. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are watching me for the very first time, my name is Asperia, a very passionate poultry farmer. I'm a farmer in all aspects. I do farming in growing crops and rearing hens. So this is going to be really helpful. Let's dive into it. If you are to be successful in poultry farming, especially in the area of finances, you need to track your records. You need to do record keeping. Now, under record keeping, this is where you're going to record your income, your expenses, the money that you're spending on the feeds, the money you are spending in vet shops, the money you are spending on vaccination, the money you're paying the laborers, or if you are the laborer in that farm, you're going to value that money and you pay it to yourself as a worker. And also, you write down everything to do with finances in your farm. Now, this is going to help you so much to track the production, to track the income, to track the sales, to track the bills, and you'll be able at the end of the at the end of the month to know that you are making profit or loss. Now, so many farmers, especially beginners, even me myself included, we don't do these records, and then we cannot know the financial performance of our businesses. We can't know whether we are making profit or we are making loss. And sometimes you find people are just there, you're buying feeds. Now the price of feeds is high. You don't know the change it has costed in your farm. You continue to feed the birds in this way. You don't even measure the kilograms they are eating. So at the end of the day, we find ourselves crying, farming is hard. You can invest in your money. You can't get it back. It is because sometimes we invest carelessly. We do not care about finances. We do not track the finances, and that makes us do a lot of mistakes. So you and I can change this narrative and we can start tracking the expenses, tracking the profits, and at the end of the day, we know how our businesses are performing. We see whether to continue or to lay off the birds or to bring more stock or to just stop the business and venture into something else. Record management is going to help you in knowing all how your business is performing, and you will eventually make informed decisions. Number two, you need to do a budget and you stick to it. Now, budget is very important. Now, when we get money, sometimes we get very excited. Now we have just gotten my million from the savings group. The women have been saving. Now that I have my million, I'm going to go and buy the birds. You don't sit down and budget. You don't know how much maybe you know the prices of the birds that they are going to cost you, but you don't know at the end of the day, am I going to sustain this project? Now, so many times I've seen my friends ask me, even some of the subscribers here, ask me, how much do I need to feed my birds from the day one up to the time I will start getting money from them, especially layers. And I tell you that I always give them an answer that it depends on what you want. So get that money that you have. If you have been saving for this project, get that money, sit down, do budget. Budget how many birds you're going to buy. If there are 100, how much are you going to buy each bird? And how much is it going to cost you altogether? And then stick to it. If you go to town and then you find someone who has a different thing from that you had on the budget, don't go for it. Stick to your budget. Budget for the feeds. How much feeds are they going to consume in a period of 2 months? How much money is it going to cost me? How much transport am I going to invest in? Write them down, write them down. And as you go out to buy the things or to invest in your farm, make sure you have somewhere you are tracking. You have something you're following your budget. except for sometimes when you find these fluctuations in prices. But if you do budget, you're going to have it successfully because it is going to help you manage finances. Now, for us ladies, we are very difficult, especially in business. You find that we have gone with money to go and buy feeds for your hens. That is all you needed to buy. But then when you reach there, you find someone selling something nice for your children. That was not on plan. And then you feel like, but after both feeds, I think I can remain with 100,000. I think let me spend it. After all, it is my sweat. So you spend it, and at the end of the day, that reduces your capital. And so when you come back, you find, my poultry, things are not making profit, But you forget that the profit that it would be making, you are using it to buy other things that are not on budget. So budgeting is going to help you to calm down your expenses, to calm down unnecessary expenditures. Then number three, you can also seek for funding. For example, if you start your farm, you must make sure you have plan B. You have an idea of how you're going to, get some money to boost the farm. Sometimes you can have like your 5 millions and you have really planned very well for it. You think that it would, feed the birds, but then somehow, maybe the birds fall sick. That was not in plan. Maybe the price of maize really doubles, and that was not in plan. So you must be in position to know, where can I borrow? Can I go to the bank? Do I have something that I can present and they give me some money so that I can continue in business? These things of farming, they need proper planning. If you don't plan, I have seen friends who lay off birds when they have just started laying. You find you cannot really continue because they need feeds. You do not have money, so you end up selling the birds, and once you sell them, before at least they spend 1.5 years or 2 years, you will not have made any profit. You will have made a lot of losses, because by the time a bird starts laying, the hens start laying, they have eaten all your money. One hen can have eaten maybe close to 50,000, and once you're selling it, people will always say, oh, flayers are cheap. They always give you little money, so you end up making total loss. So make sure you have plan B, where you know that I have a savings group for women, for men, workplace. I can run there and get some emergency loan, and I continue to feed my birds. So make sure you plan to have fun. Now, there are a lot of things that you can do to track finances in your farm. You can use mobile apps. There are a lot of apps online here where you can put in your information, and they, make for you the balance sheets and, the financial statements they make for you. Or you can have a book. Like, for instance, I personally have a manual book where I just write some of the things that I use in my farm. But then we plan on having a better system of managing finances. So many things that I can add onto this video. But then I believe you found something helpful in the three things that I've shared in this video. If that is so, please do me a favor, like this video, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. I love you. Bye.